Hey, good morning everyone out in TMF land, my fellow TMFers. Too much fun, that's what we'll say TMF stands for, right? Too much fun. I've heard a lot of other different things too, by the way, so it won't be nothing new if you throw it out my way. I find it kind of humorous anyway. My brother Keith calls it something else. It's kind of funny, but kind of wanted to talk to you about UV lights. I started to talk about it yesterday, but I was having some clipping going on with the sound with my new setup. So I went ahead and took that down, and I'm redoing it right now as I'm headed over to Shake Shack to get some burgers, fries, and Cokes. I know it's not the best food in the world, but it's still food, and we like the taste of it, right? So anyway, what I was going to talk about is UV lights, the truth. You know, they are the truth. They're the truth when it comes to making money. They're the truth when it comes to other things too. And I really feel like that it's a necessary tool in your toolbox. I also feel like that we sell the absolute best one, the Truck Mount Forums version 1. Very strong, very powerful. Okay? And you can see it in the daylight, so that way it's not awkward for people. We'll wait for a few more people to come on in here. And then I'm going to head on up to Shake Shack, get my food. And when I get to Shake Shack, I'm going to cut this off. But in the meantime, let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about UV lights. And I know there's different people have different views, and I respect everyone's view. But some people say, well, maybe it's a scam, or maybe it's not the truth. But I'm going to go ahead and give you the other side and why I feel like it makes a huge difference, okay? Number one, I'll give you several reasons. Number one, it's a great conversation piece for the walkthrough. Now, a lot of you guys and some of us maybe aren't as outgoing as others. So what better way than to walk in with your UV light in your pocket so it's not too large, not too overdone. That's why I feel like this is the best light, inch for inch, pound for pound. It's definitely the most powerful light in the industry. You don't have to dim the lights or nothing like that. Just go right on inside, start to walk through with your conversation and start looking around, and not just urine stains, but all different types of stains. That's how we do it. And I tell my technicians they'll lose their job if they don't walk in having this on them. Okay. So, number one, it's a conversation piece. All right. Number two, it's great for documentation. And if you know me, you know I'm a big believer in documenting. I believe you should document, and document. If you watch any of my classes on tmfacademy.com, you know I'm a big proponent of documenting everything. So if you walk inside there and you don't look around and you find urine and then it starts to off gas after you've done cleanup, guess who the client's going to blame? Yep, that's right. She's going to blame you. She's going to say, you know, my house didn't smell like pee before, but now it smells like pee. So guess who she's blaming? That's right, you, the carpet cleaner, because you didn't document it or you didn't locate it. So see how important it is? Now remember, urine goes in as an acid, but then 24 to 48 hours later, it turns into an alkaline salt. Okay? So what happens is, if the homeowner's inside the house, she's running the air conditioner and it has low humidity, it might not be smelling that much. But now you come in there, you apply your pre-spray, you go to rinse the carpet, and guess what you just did? You just reactivated those alkaline salts. And now the smell, the sweet smell of urine is all throughout the house. And what's she thinking? Two things. One, I'm going to call that carpet cleaner back and tell him he made my house smell bad. Or, worse yet, number two is she don't call you back at all. She's non-confrontational. She don't want anything. She says, I'll never use them again. They made my house smell bad. So you see, because you didn't have that tool in your toolbox. You know, imagine having just a hammer or a saw and a couple of nails. Yeah, you could build a house, but good Lord, it'd take you forever. And what kind of job would you do? But the more tools you have in your toolbox, the more power you have, the more information you can deliver, and the more knowledge you can deliver to the client, the better off you are. Now, what if you run into an objection? You know, it's possible. You might run into an objection or something like that, but for the most part, because they might say, well, the urine stain still remains. Okay, well, of course, if you use Unchained, it gets rid of the odor and it gets rid of the stain. Both, all in one. It's a very complete 5-part process, all built into one, and it completely gets rid of urine, gets rid of the odor, breaks the urine molecule chain. Next thing you know, there's no more odor. You look like a hero, and it gets rid of the yellow stain. So how cool is that, where you can take care of the whole urine thing? So now you can do the proper treatment. So you have the UV light, you walk throughout the building, just type in urine truck mount forums on YouTube and watch my video if you haven't already. And here you're identifying urine stains, and you can treat each one individually. You can go stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3. We offer all different stages. We let the client make the decision of which one that they want. Now, I know there's some guys who are proponents of getting down on your hands and knees, and I'm not going to knock that. To me, it looks a little awkward. I'd rather walk through with a UV light than get down on my hands and knees and smell out every pee stain inside the house. The way I see it is, well, some people say, well, you don't know if it's an old one or a new one. However, what I've found with a trained eye, and also with a good quality high quality UV light, and that's what makes mine stand out so much, because it's on the right spectrum, that you can see a tint difference. One that's been treated generally has a little darker green tint to it. It's more of a matte finish, okay? One that hasn't been treated is usually a brighter color. It's got a brighter tint to it. So with a trained eye, you can tell the difference between the two. And if they've got a pet that continues to go, well, look, you want to continue to be able to locate those urine stains. So you notice how important it is to be able to have the right tools in the toolbox. Now, I'm not saying that the God-given nose that you have isn't something good to use. Why not use it in conjunction with a light? Now you got 2 tools instead of 1 tool. Okay, so you can deliver the truth. The truth is, you need to be able to find those stains. You need to be able to document them. You need to be able to treat them and do the proper process to them. If you're not, you're shortcutting the customer. Thanks for liking my lights, guys. I appreciate it. I feel like it's the absolute best light, and I know there's a couple new ones on the market, and I picked those up, and I even carry one of them. A lot of people don't know it, but the battery is much larger. You can't find the batteries anywhere. The parts are extremely expensive and rare to find. I carry all the different parts, the LEDs in stock, the lens, I carry the body of it, and the batteries and the chargers you can find in any vape shop. How cool is that? You can't find that with other UV lights out there because they make them proprietary. They don't want you to be able to buy it. Me, I want it nice, simple, easy, and convenient. We also put a nice lanyard on there because it's easy to leave them behind. And these switches hold up much better than the slide switches. It's also more ergonomic. It's easier to use and easier to carry around. So it needs less batteries, just less expensive. It's just a fantastic light all the way around. But even if you don't get my light, a UV light is the truth. And you need to have the truth. What do I call it? If you watch any of my videos, you know that I call it what? Thanks, Roberta, for loving the light too. I call it a mini ATM machine. Because when you can, out of sight is out of mind. So if the customer can't see the stain, and you bring it to their eyes visibly, then they're more apt to go ahead and pay for the service. And you're more apt to do the service correctly, get better, and get happier clients. They're going to go ahead and use you on a more consistent basis. You don't have to worry about that confrontation. And leave the door open. Let her know, Mrs. Jones, if you still have any problems whatsoever, please feel free to give me a call. Okay, I want you 100% happy. So always leave that door open. Always be non-confrontational with clients, unless they're really trying to push you around. Then you just want to be nice but firm and go ahead and do it. So I always document. If there is urine problems, I also document that I've treated the urine problems and also what stage of urine treatment they went with. How important is that? Because let me tell you what, if they go with stage 1, but I recommend a stage 2 or stage 3, well, guess what? If they call back, still have a problem, I still got 2 stages left that I can treat with. How cool is that? Or 1 stage, because generally almost everybody gets stage 2 treatment with me. And if you don't understand the stages, just look up my video, just go into YouTube, the search bar, and type in there urine truck mount forums, and you can easily find it. Well, I'm pulling into the parking lot now here in Town Center, Virginia Beach. Thank goodness our downtown hasn't been tore apart yet. I really feel bad. There's some businesses at the ocean front in Virginia Beach and some businesses in downtown Norfolk that really took a big hit. It's really sad. Hey, no problem, man. I'm glad you like the tips. That's what I'm here for, to help you guys, because I believe in the law of reciprocity. April says, we love all your products, 100% satisfied. Fantastic. I appreciate that, April. Thank you. That's what we shoot for. You know, my son was all excited last week, and when we want to celebrate sometime this week, we just crossed 4,000 independent, verified, 5-star reviews with truck mount forums and TMF. Think about that. 4,000 independent. We knew that if we had to make it an independent source because there's so many people out there in the internet who have all different types of perceptions or try to have agendas and stuff like that. There's a lot of big companies and monopolies that are very upset at the type of work that we're doing, the quality of workmanship, the customer service we're delivering, the quality of products. All that just makes such a huge difference. And so we just really believe in that personalized touch and going that extra mile to make people happy. We also believe in using the finest and the safest products available for raw ingredients, surfactants, solvents. We use a lot of essential oils. Basically, we try to make them as organic as possible. Some of our products are 100%, many of them are 99%. So keep that in mind. Where the big companies, they'll stuff more inside a container, but they're putting a lot of fillers in there. They're putting a lot of ingredients that are low grades, or they're buying it from China. But we're getting all of ours and top quality, top tier active ingredients, and that's what makes our products work. That's what makes them safer, and we really appreciate it. I believe in the law of reciprocity. I feel like that's how I'd want to do it if I'm out still cleaning, which I do every once in a while, or if my son goes out, or especially if my grandson, because I'm making my grandson start from the bottom and work his way to the top. Well, there you have it. I believe the UV light, especially the truck mount forums one, is the truth, and I back it up 100%. If it's not the best light and you don't make your money back in 30 days, I'm thinking you're going to make it back in 3 days. But if you don't make your money back in 30 days, you just give me a call and say, hey, Rob, I didn't make my money back. I don't like your light. And guess what? I'm going to tell you to keep that light for free because I don't want your money. I want you to be a satisfied client. That's what matters to me the most. I want you 100% happy. I want you to be successful because if you're successful, there's a good possibility I'm going to be successful. Well, I'm Rob Allen with Truck Mount Forums. You can find our lights and our other equipment and our products at tmfshop.net. Thanks a lot, everyone. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, where I'm going to put this video next, please do so when you get a chance. Thanks a lot, and have a great day. You too, April. I appreciate that. Thank you. You stay safe also. It's a crazy world out there, folks. Take care.